Hello students, hope you are doing well. So here we have our text and the directions for questions is there is a passage below is accompanied by a set of questions. We need to choose the best answer to each question. Well, uh, as far as if you look into the text, so I expect that you all have gone through the text properly and have got some ideas pertinent to it. So we'll move directly to the question. So let's see that what the question points out here. It gives us the idea that which of the following, which of the following best describes the author's attitude towards the role of education in philosophy. So if you look into that, the author's attitude towards the role of education in philosophy. So there are four options. So each option needs to be analyzed. Let's see that the first option. It says that the author believes that education is essential for philosophy, but may not be relevant in other areas of human life. So option one is too narrow in its interpretation as the author's perspective extend beyond philosophy. What does it try to say? Now, it tries to say that the author believes that education is essential for philosophy, but may not be relevant in other areas of human life. So what we can draw here, we draw that option one is too narrow in its interpretation. mm, to this particular one as the author's perspective extend beyond philosophy, right, to human development in general, right? So in that case, if you talk about the option one, cannot be taken as the best describe the author's attitudes, so therefore eliminated. Look into the option two. It is stated the author is critical for education's influence on philosophy and believes that it stops independent thinking. Now, if I look into the option two, it tries to point out about the author doesn't express criticism. The author is critical for education, but the author doesn't express criticism or a negative view of education's influence on philosophy, right? As per the passage. Instead, the author does what? Now, recognize what? Recognize education as a valuable and necessary uh, component for the development of philosophical reasoning. So therefore option 2 also eliminated. Look into the option 3. So option 3 stated the author thinks that education is detrimental to philosophy and stifles creativity. Now if you look into the option 2, which is pointed about critical for of education, and this one is indicating detrimental to philosophy and stifles creativity, which is not. So option 2 and 3 both are incorrect because of the author means uh, ideas pertain to the detrimental and critical of education, isn't it? So you can say that these are not the means choice which the author point out in the passage. So look into the option 4. What does the option 4 point out? If it is looking into it, the author views education as a crucial factor in the development of philosophical understanding and engagement with the cultural legacy. So on the basis of that, if you see crucial factor in the development of philosophical understanding, reasoning, and engagement with the cultural legacy, it is indeed the correct option, right? So why? Uh, because the author's attitude toward the role of education is what you can say that education in philosophy is positive, positive, and supportive, positive and supportive, right? So the passage highlights what actually the passage highlights the importance, the significance, right? Significance of education in fostering, right? Look into it. Education in fostering philosophical reasoning and engagement with the cultural legacy, right? So, and then after it is also pointed that the author doesn't criticize any education or criticize education. Instead, means they emphasize its a crucial role in the development of philosophical thinking. The passage suggests that education is what? Education is a fundamental factor in shaping individuals' ability to engage with the philosophical ideas and cultural heritage. So, therefore, if you talk about that, option 4 points out the same ideas what the author points out in the text. Okay, so I hope you understood the text and as well as the question.